Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Lee Jandro with Powerless Silver Cars and Kevin Barnes with,
Alternative Detailing Solutions.
and together we've come together to put together an organization we call Monadnock Area Cars and Culture. And I'm going to let Kevin jump in here because you usually see me doing this. So I'm going to let him talk a little bit about Monadnock Area Cars and Culture and what it means to us together.
All right, so we developed MACC to help bring community together. The car community has been not in the best shape as of recently. People are aging out. Trying to get you some more younger people involved. Trying to get more variety in the car show. Something for everybody. This is something I've wanted to do for quite some time, as well as Lee. And we got to talking and decided maybe we can do this together. And we've got a pretty good car show coming up. We got a lot of plans. I think it's going to be a good one. We do have some things to talk about sponsorships and volunteers and different things that we could use some help with for this show. Lee, you want to pick up on any of
Yeah.
that?
So first of all, just for those of you who don't know, haven't seen the Facebook pages and things, it's going to be on the 17th of May. The show itself will run from 9 to 3 o'clock. We originally started looking at cars, and now we've opened it up to pretty much everybody. We Kevin mentioned the younger people, and younger people oftentimes it's not even that they don't like classic cars, but the cost of a classic car is a lot of money sometimes. So we've opened it up so we fully expect to see, we have motorcycles that are registered. We even have a mini bike that's registered. Uh, and we have cars and trucks and things, new and old.
Yep.
So,
Sports cars, modern muscle, special interest. This is going to be kind of a anything goes type of show as far as motorized enthusiasm. We want the enthusiasts of all kinds of cars and vehicles of all shapes and sizes. We even going to have a monster truck there on display.
yep, working on that right now. We're trying to get a guy named Jeff from the other side of the state. The monster truck show is going to be the week before. They've allowed us to. We're going to be handing out our own flyers for the following weekend. And I talked to him the other day, so we're just waiting on the waiver thing with the Cheshire Fairground. But we hope to have that sitting out front with us and things like that. So that'll be pretty cool. I mean, kids love monster trucks and things like that. And again, we really want to make it a family thing. We want kids to be able to feel like they can come there and learn about cars and things like that. So
We even have some car clubs showing up to
yep,
show their support.
yeah. So between Kevin and I, we reached out to about 140 clubs across the New England states, and so we're just waiting to see. A lot of times, people wait till it gets closer to the show, and so. But we're expecting to have some car clubs there and things like that. So not only will we have a variety of vehicles, but we'll have different representations with some of those groups and things like that. So I think that I think that's pretty cool. So I think one of the things we want to talk about, well, is the registration itself. So you can go to Monadnock Area carsculture.com, or you can just check us out on Facebook. So we have an event page and a group and things like that. But pre-registration, we put it together. First 100 cars, we got a donation from Summit Racing for a bunch of material and things like that. So we're gonna have 100 bags to fill. So those first 100 cars will get swag and things. So it's important that it helps us just to keep cash flow going with the outlay that we're making. Cheshire Fairground, as some of you know, is a big fairground. It's a large area and things like that, and we're gonna have to bring in a variety of things just to make sure the event is there, not including what we're going to have to do for vendors and things like that. So, you want to talk about some of the food truck stuff or vendors? And
Yeah, we have several food trucks coming.
yep,
What is it, 3 or 4 different food trucks and an ice cream truck?
ice cream truck, Frog Brewing will be there.
Frog Brewing's going to have their beer tent set up. Going to have our sister company, New Hampshire Diecast, will be
Yep.
there vending diecast collectibles, so you can pick up a little replica of whatever you may love for a vehicle.
Yep, we're gonna have Leon's car care just came on board with us as a vendor, but we're also, as some of our sponsors are going to include. We're grateful to all of them. I want to be very clear about that. So we got Service Credit Union, Walpole, Savings Bank of Walpole, or some of the banks that came on board. We just got Fenton Family Dealership just came on board. They were excited. They're going to be bringing 4 of their old cars. Plus, they're going to be bringing a Ram truck and things like that to get everything there. We have Monadnock Speedway is going to be showing up with a couple of race cars, and they're going to try and get some more race cars just to show up there and things. So we love our sponsors. I just want to say that Posh House, Kitchen and Bath down in the center of Keene and things like that. So we have Guardian Drone is going to be with us. They're a sponsor with us, and they're going to be flying overhead, taking pictures and things like that. We have Nate from Monadnock Hit and Run is coming in. He's going to be doing photography for us and things. So early registration is preferred, just because it's going to make it easier. Even though the show starts at 9, Kevin and I were just talking about it. You're going to be setting up on Saturday.
Correct.
So you got your hands full on Saturday.
We're getting as much as we can set up on Saturday beforehand. We're going to try and make everything as streamlined for Sunday morning as we can. We're just discussing having 2 lines of cars coming in. We'll have a pre-registered line that's going to head straight for the infield, and we'll have vehicles that are registering at the time of entry. We'll have a separate direction we send those down. We're going to have photographers there for when those cars are coming through. Photos of those cars will be taken. We're going to have easy access for spectator entry as well, and plenty of parking up behind the fairgrounds where they usually do for their events.
Right. And so if you end up bringing a vehicle on a trailer or stuff, we're going to let you drop it off, and then we're going to have you go park out in the back 40 there, so to speak. That's also going to be close to where the admission gate is and things like that. And just to talk about that for a minute, the admission is going to be 12 and under is free, $5 per person. I'll talk about registration. I know that registration, oftentimes people are like torn between what they do. Our registration is $20. People have asked about that and things. I just want to say it this way. The expense of putting together a large show like this, just the rental of the fairgrounds, not including the multiple levels of insurance and things that have to be done and things like that. That's part of our reason. Our goal is not to, we would like to come out on the plus side of it, I think, is where we want to be. But we're not looking to make $1 million off of it. We're trying to make it come together in a way that people feel like they can gather.
And that we can keep this and make this an annual, continual event. So anything that is raised during this is going to go towards improving it for the next round.
Yeah. So, and I want to say that we've talked about this being sustainable since we started. So I've already talked to the fairground. Next year we're going to, with everything working out, which we fully expected to do, we know there'll be a few glitches here and there, but, ultimately we're going to do a 2-day show next year. Both Kevin and I travel Syracuse, Lake George, out of the state and things like that. And there's a lot of great shows around the area, but we didn't.
But not locally.
Not one in our backyard. So that's why we're doing this. So if you want to participate, we still have room for sponsors. We still have room for vendors. Food vendors, we're all done. We want to make sure that we honor the vendors that we're bringing in. We're bringing in people like CC&D's and 802 Soul Kitchen, and Creamy Cow is going to be the ice cream truck, and Mama Maria's, which is lamb and things like that. We have a sushi one coming in, table set up and things like that. Those are going to be our vendors, and we want to honor. We have a hot dog place coming in, and we want to honor them. We want to make sure that they're coming here and they're making enough money that it's value to them. But we still have room for sponsors. We still have room for vendors. We still have room for people who want to donate to the raffle. We have a lot of gift cards that are coming in and things like that. So that's really it. I think that's closing thought process.
Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, bring the whole family. There's going to be raffles, there's going to be food, there's going to be 50-50 prizes, there's going to be exhibits, there's going to be vendors. It's going to be a great day, and bring everybody you can. Let's make it a good one.
So with that, we're gonna head out of here. May 17th It's going to be on Sunday, May 17th, 9 to 3. Visit our website, Monadnock Area Carsculture.com, or find us on Facebook. Thanks a lot, folks.
Take care.